What do Europeans actually think of Americans? Now, if my channel can do literally anything the entire time that I have it and any single view that I get, I'm hoping that the perception of Americans just slightly changes because we're not all the stereotype that you guys think we actually are. All right, so I got a couple of videos we're going to check out here, and let's just get an idea of what the average people on the street think about Americans.
I have to know, how do you guys realize in public when you spot an American?
It's the cap. It's resting on your head, and it's too bright. We're not that happy over here.
You're too happy as well, just in general. Everyone in London is miserable.
The wide, vacant smile. Like, your eyes are just too...
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, bro?
It's really awful.
Bro, it is crazy.
They all seem pretty happy right here, but he definitely does seem pretty happy. Is that how we come off? As I sit here smiling.
I live in a society where someone's smiling and having a good time is seen as awful.
Not awful. It was an awful thing for me to say. Sorry.
I've heard much worse, trust me.
The loud.
It's the loudest as well. So am I very loud?
No, your jeans are bright, your hat is bright, your shirt is pure white.
You're taking up a lot of space, like on the street, like with your presence.
How would you describe Americans' aura?
Very loud and like vibrant. England, we more keep ourselves to ourselves, and like you can see it with our body language. We're more like, whereas you're more like open and like.
All right, so sometimes it's not just like the actual volume of our voices. We just seem loud by the way that we look and the way that we dress. It's interesting. I don't think I've heard that one yet. Let's look at some of the comments. It's because we have sunlight. I'm not too sure what that. Oh, okay. Yeah. In England, there's no sunlight. This is the first one that didn't feel like they were insulting Americans as much as explaining the difference in vibe. Yeah, they were actually really nice in this one. Not really insulting him directly or Americans at all. So I appreciate that. I don't know how the rest of the video is going to go, but I don't think she was trying to be mean. I think she's very astute. We're often seen as arrogant and overconfident, which I think is somewhat valid, but mostly just misunderstood friendliness. Kind of true. This is why I only travel to places where the weather is nice, the food is good, and the people are happy and kind. This was one of the more respectful and just like anthropological answers I've seen. We're confident and outgoing and smile. Okay, there's a ton of Americans in the comments here. Let me see if I can find like a European. All right, so this one's not a European, but kind of what I was saying. This video changed my whole perspective on what they mean by loud now. I like it. LOL. All right, we got the nice one out of the way up front. Let's see what else we got here.
What do you think about Americans that are always smiling?
Most people in Poland would think that it's fake. I think it's nice that they are very positive. Totally different in Poland.
We're not about like the fake smiling, the fake chit chat. So if you ask people, how are you? They will tell you what's happening. They will complain.
A lot of people think that like when Americans are smiling, it's fake. That's kind of crazy.
Visual contact with a stranger and say good morning, good day, good night. And right here you go to the people and say dzień dobry, and the people is, why are you invading my space? That's like an onion. The layers, you need to move it every time. And after that you can enjoy it, and it's really, really nice people.
What do you think about Americans that are always...
All right, I got to check the comments on this one. They don't understand that smiling is a bigger part of American nonverbal communication. We use smiling to communicate more. It's not fake. Yeah, it is. Like we do like a weird smile, especially like when you like lock eyes with somebody who's maybe not near you and you don't know them very well. You'll just give them a smile, kind of like a greeting, like hello. I've actually gotten in trouble at work for not smiling more. True story. Actually, I think I used to work in restaurants. I think I might have got that one time too. I was told to smile a little bit more. There are so many language, age, and even accent barriers in the US, but smiling has universal meaning. Okay, but in France, it is customary to always greet each other and do that with formal ma'am, madame, sir, and kind tone. Is that a problem? But Americans are crazy for this. Okay, you gotta like work on your typing there. I'm from the southern US, and small talk and smiles is absolutely not fake. It's ingrained in us, and I wouldn't change it for a thing. All right, we got to go to another one.
Where y'all from?
From Paris. Paris.
Okay, so what's one thing that American tourists do that piss you guys off?
They usually don't speak French. They speak English, and we have to speak English. We don't speak French, but we speak English.
Yeah, but that's...
We definitely need to learn more languages here in the States, other than just English and Spanish. We just, you would never really use it because nobody speaks that. But English is like, everyone speaks English. I mean, it's the most popular language on earth. All right, let me keep going. What are they got?
French.
Yeah, but that's tough. Do you expect them to know French when they're just visiting, or?
I went to New York like 1 month ago, and I spoke English.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. When you guys go to, like, let's say on holiday for Italy, do you guys know Italian?
Oh, shit.
But we spoke English, no French.
Okay.
You understand?
Oh, God. Seems like this guy does this quite a bit. He was these like street interviews, really good. Learning the language of every single country you visit is wild. Yeah, that's a wild statement to be able to do that. I mean, it just makes sense that like Europeans know English and German and French, because it's like those are all really big countries that you guys can travel to very quickly. It's like if I were to go to California from Tennessee and they spoke a different language, I would probably be attuned to know that language a little bit more because I can actually get there much quicker, like in a car. But yeah. Crazy that every country knows at least a little English, so that's the go-to. Yeah, it is. I feel like everyone kind of knows a little English. This one says, the two languages offered at my high school were French and Spanish. Spanish is more commonly used in the US than French, so that's why I chose to learn it. You learn what's going to be of use to you. Yeah, true. That debate was over pretty quickly. All right, let's go to this one.
Waar denk je aan bij Amerikanen?
Een gemeenschap wat onder de steen leeft, denk ik wel. Ze hebben heel erg hun eigen wereldje. En ik denk dat ze niet helemaal af en toe het idee hebben wat er in de buitenwereld speelt. Ik denk dat ze heel erg in zichzelf gekeerd zijn en zichzelf een beetje superieur vinden.
Self-absorbed, what did it say? Self-absorbed and superior. You know, honestly, there's probably a little bit of truth to that. A lot of Americans do think they are superior, and it's a little annoying. I bet they don't know where she's from. Well, it says a Dutch woman on the title. It's because her country is literally the size of a state in our country, so we're expected to know everything happening in 50 states plus 350 more. Wow, that's pretty crazy. A lot of Americans coming in with some good valid points. Maybe they aren't so dumb. The accuracy in her statement. Okay, yeah, self-absorbed. I just don't know. As an American, she's exactly correct. It's sad, but true. Yeah, I think there's definitely some truth and validity to what she's saying. This one says, I'm American living in Europe, and I can't read the comments now. I'm American living in Europe now, and I agree completely. Okay, so people agree. Non-geographic knowledge. Amsterdam is in Germany, for example. What?
What are British people's first impressions when they meet an American? Let's find out.
Very loud.
Loud.
A lot more out of the box and extroverted.
I love your accent. I love the accent.
Finally!
Usually when you see them in like Europe, you can definitely hear them coming.
But I like grew up watching Disney Channel. I want to ask you, yo, is the yellow bus real? You know, when you walk, are they like, yo man, give me your lunch money or else I'm gonna give you a wedgie?
I just feel like they're just a nice bubbly person, and that's rare to find here.
They speak very fast.
Hey, he seems like a nice bubbly person too.
It's the guy that rides around on the bike that throws the paper onto your front lawn. Is that real?
What's worse though, lads on holidays or Americans on holidays?
Like an American old man, that kind of like ruins my vibe. Imagine like an old American like white man, like, and him sat at a restaurant like arguing with the waiter.
Oh my gosh. They're saying loud while simultaneously hollering into the microphone. Everyone is loud as fuck in this video. Yeah, they kind of were. I know, I was like, I had the same thought. Not sure how Brits hear us over themselves. Oh man, come on. As a bartender in a tourist city, people from the UK and Australia are loud as hell. All right, so where do these stereotypes come from? I'm an American introvert, not loud, but in Europe, even I feel stifled. Like, come on, what are you all so depressed about? Smile, say hello, chit-chat a little. Eye contact is good. Them screaming the word loud unironically into the microphone has me dead. Gosh. Oh, all right.
America is just a small part of the whole world.
We should be learning different languages. We shouldn't just be speaking only English. We should learn more about other languages and cultures.
We do love your culture, but then we are also very critical of your culture.
The culture of America is not infallible. That America's history is not perfect.
Too closed off, like they think they can just be in their own world. They have to discover more and see the other side of the world.
I kind of just have to pause it because like I've watched a lot of content. I've seen a lot of like stuff on social media where it's like Europeans will just like mock Americans when we go to your guys' countries. But then she's like, they need to go out and explore more. It's like, well, we do. We get made fun of. Come on.
I think their food's too like, it's full of too much like grease. Everything was just massive.
too calorie dense and their portions are too big. America is just a small part of the whole world.
All right, that was it. I don't think the UK wants to talk about history. Shit. This one says, y'all do realize Europe is a smaller part of the world than our single country. What? The English criticizing America for speaking the English language has got to be one of the wildest takes of all time. All right, this one says, these are all such basic takes, which tells me they actually know very little. Too little to be giving any sort of advice. Too little? What? English guy saying American history isn't perfect. Okay, like no country's history is perfect. Let's be real. It's almost like they don't realize America is super diverse. More people speak Spanish and English in my town. Yeah, I mean, America has probably the most diverse culture on the entire planet, I would assume. I mean, we have so many different people from so many different walks of life, so many different races, so many different languages. It's actually kind of insane. Ask them how many countries have an independence day thanks to England. God, dude, if you can comment ruthless on that. All right, so that was really interesting, kind of seeing a lot of Brits and a couple of French people and a Dutch woman give their take on Americans. It's nothing that wasn't too surprising for me. I was kind of expected. So, all right, I'm gonna head out. Appreciate you guys watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.